He's already special because he was born into this world. Hi, my name is Anthony, and today I'm talking about Attack on Titan. Now, this is a spoiler review of the 4 seasons, so if you're not caught up, please do go and do so. I will not be going into the manga though, so no worries. Now, if you don't know what Attack on Titan is and you're still here, AOT is the story of a teen boy named Eren Yeager who lives in a world where most of humanity has been wiped out by man-eating giants called Titans. The rest of humanity lives behind walls to protect themselves. Or well, that's what the first 2 seasons would lead you to think. We come to learn that Titans are actually humans called Eldians, and that there are more humans out there, specifically the nation of Marley. Marley turns Eldians into Titans and sends them to paradise, where Eren Yeager and most of the Eldians that don't live on Marley are. There's also 9 Eldians in the world who can turn into Titans, but also turn back into humans at will. Eren Yeager is one of those humans. This power is passed down by turning someone into a normal Titan and having them eat you, which turns them into a Titan shifter. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to help this video reach more people. Anyways, this leads me to talking about one of the main themes of Attack on Titan: oppression. The Eldians that are behind the wall are oppressed. We know that there are Titans outside of the walls, these big scary monsters that will kill everyone if the walls are one day to break. So the walls are there to protect everyone, and they can just live their lives being happy, knowing that they are safe from the oppression of the Titans. But yet, as we see from Eren's point of view, the walls themselves are oppressing the humans. Eren compares living in the walls to living in a cattle pen, just waiting to get slaughtered. And he's right. One day, one of the walls does get a hole in it and plenty of humans die, just because of their complacency of living in the walls. They're like animals, just getting slaughtered. They don't know that the walls are oppressing them, but they are. Another group that is oppressed are the Eldians that are still over in Marley and not on Paradise. So as we see over in Marley, the Marleyans are oppressing the Eldians. They brainwash them, convincing them that the Eldians on Paradise are devils, and that they have to join the Marleyan army and kill the Eldians over on Paradise. Now, the Marleyans have the Eldians on Marley live in a specific part of Marley, and they're only allowed to leave that part with permission. The Marleyans force them to wear armbands to show that they are Eldians. There are 3 different colors of armbands: white for normal Eldian citizens, yellow for warrior candidates, and red for warriors and their immediate families. Warriors are people who have taken on one of the 9 Titan shifters. Marley at the end of Season 3 only has 3 of these Titans. Season 4, sorry. People who take on a Titan only live for 13 more years, so it's more of a curse than something cool. But the incentive for being a Titan shifter is that the Marleyans consider them honorary Marleyans. This really shows just how oppressed the Eldians on Marley are. Not only are they allowed to do stuff without permission, they have no freedom at all. And freedom is a big part of Attack on Titan. Eren Yeager wants to be free from the walls and the Titans. He knows that the way they are living life is not correct. Now, if you compare this to Marley, where the Eldians over there have been brainwashed into believing that they deserve to not be free and under the Marleyans' rule, it's terrible. AOT truly is the story of people trying to be free. Scouts over in Paradise are a group of military people who venture beyond the walls, and they themselves wear capes that have the wings of freedom on them. Another one of the themes is that the world is not just black and white. This is really shown by the character development of our main character, Eren Yeager. Eren starts out hating Titans, vowing that he will one day kill them all. Yet, at the final few minutes of Season 3, we see him not kill a Titan that he easily could have because it's a fellow patriot, a poor person that was turned into a Titan. He understands now that all Titans are not just these evil things out to kill everyone. And another example of this is when Eren discovers that some of his friends are infiltrators for the Marleyan army. When Eren first discovers this, he vows to make them suffer and die in the worst way possible. Now flash forward to Season 4 and we see him talking to Reiner, one of the infiltrators. Reiner brings up how Eren promised to kill them, and Eren essentially tells him to forget about it. Yes, at one point in time, he did believe that everyone that wasn't in Paradise was his enemy. But then he crossed the sea, stayed with his enemy, ate their food, and slept in their beds. This led him to understand that they aren't just completely evil people who deserve to die. The world is not just black and white like that. They are humans with their own motives, just like Eren himself. And another character who fits this ideology perfectly is Reiner. Reiner, as a child living in Marley, believed more than anyone else that the Eldians over in Paradise were these absolute devils, and that they deserved to die. He becomes a warrior, gets one of the Titans, and gets sent over to Paradise with two of his other warrior comrades to infiltrate Paradise. He gets there expecting these devils, but rather he sees people that are just like him. Over the many years he stays there, the idea that these are humans just exactly like him really messes with his head. He ends up developing split personality disorder, one with his ideology from Marley and one who truly believes that he is an Eldian from Paradise and that these people around him are his friends. Now when he ends up getting ran out of Paradise and goes back to Marley, the two personalities disappear, forming a one person who now understands that the Eldians over in Paradise are not bad people, but that they still have to die. He now finally sees that the world is not just as black and white as he was once led to believe. Another one of the biggest themes of Attack on Titan is perspective. The Eldians over in Paradise don't understand why the Marleyans and the Eldians over there hate them. In their eyes, they have never done anything wrong. But in the eyes of Marleyans and the Eldians, the people in Paradise are devils who deserve to die because of the actions of their ancestors. We have two completely different perspectives who both, when we see them from the perspective, seem correct. We can understand the perspective of the Eldians over in Paradise, but yet when we are put into the eyes of the Eldians over in Marley, we too can understand their perspective. This fits into what I was talking about earlier with the world not just being black and white. In the world of AOT, one side is not completely correct. Both sides, the Eldians on Paradise and the Eldians of Marley, have arguments and reasons for believing in what they believe in. It shows a part of war. How one side is never truly just this complete justice, good side, and the other is not just absolutely evil. Everyone has reasons for what they are doing. All of these themes end up making Attack on Titan one of the best shows I've ever seen in fiction. The writing is great. Isayama is an amazing writer. The soundtrack fits the show perfectly, and the animation is beautiful. Overall, Attack on Titan is a masterpiece that never fails to make me entertained. It does not have a boring moment. It's one of the shows that many people years from now will be looking back on as one of the best shows of its time and one of the best shows ever. If you like this video, please do consider liking and subscribing to help the channel. Peace.